Let me tell you something you probably already know, but wish wasn't true. In Kenya alone, thousands of chicks die within the first 2 weeks of brooding. Some never even open their eyes properly. Others start gasping, wobbling, then drop dead before the farmer has a chance to act. And that 1 week loss? It's not just a few birds, it's 20, 30, sometimes 70 out of 100 chicks gone. No eggs, no meat, just heartbreak, wasted money, and shattered hope. Now, here's the shocker. Most of those chicks aren't dying from some exotic untreatable virus. They are dying from stress-induced immune suppression. In simpler terms, their natural defenses never had a fighting chance. That's where today's solution comes in. Because what if I told you there's a natural remedy sitting right on your kitchen shelf that can prepare your chicks' immune systems like armor before the disease even comes knocking? What if clove and black pepper, when combined the right way, worked like a natural vaccine? Not a replacement for core vaccines like Newcastle or Gumboro, but a baseline booster that gives your chicks a real chance. I've used this tonic in my own trial batches. I've tested it with local farmers across Juja, Kitale, and Nyeri, and I'm here to tell you, the results were mind-blowing. So if you care about healthier chickens and better profits, give this video a like, share it with another farmer, subscribe so you don't miss proven tips like this, and tell me where you're watching from around the world. Now, let me take you to a small brooding house in Limuru, where 200 broiler chicks were down to just 157 in 1 week. The farmer was broken. I showed up with 2 simple ingredients and a jerrycan of clean water. 2 weeks later, his losses stopped completely. Let me explain how. Every farmer knows that brooding is make or break. If you mess up the first 2 weeks, you might as well forget the rest. But here's the painful part. Most of the deaths that happen during brooding are due to weak immunity. And why is that? Let's break it down. Day-old chicks are born with very immature immune systems. They rely heavily on maternal antibodies passed from the hen via the egg yolk. These antibodies start to wear off between day 3 and day 10. But here's the twist. By the time those antibodies fade, the chick's own immune systems are not yet ready to fight. It's like sending a Form 1 student to a university debate. They just don't stand a chance. What happens next? Stress caused by heat, cold, wet litter, dirty drinkers, or poor ventilation further weakens their system. Opportunistic bacteria like E. coli and viruses like infectious bronchitis, or IB, pounce on the weak body. And since many farmers delay vaccinations or use ineffective ones, the immune system collapses. The result? Dead chicks, slow growth, poor FCR, and huge economic loss. Now let's talk about money. Each chick in Kenya costs $1 on average. Losing 40 chicks means a direct loss of $40 before feed and electricity are even considered, not to mention the emotional cost of watching your birds die helplessly. So what if we could prevent this collapse by strengthening the gut and immune system right from day one? That's where the clove and black pepper tonic comes in. Let's dive into the science. Clove, also known as Syzygium aromaticum, contains a powerful compound called eugenol. Eugenol is known for its antimicrobial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. It also stimulates the production of white blood cells, the soldiers of the immune system. Black pepper, or Piper nigrum, contains piperine, a bioenhancer. Piperine increases the absorption of nutrients, herbs, and medicines in the gut. Think of it like a door opener. It helps whatever you give your chick to enter the bloodstream faster and more effectively. But when you combine clove and black pepper, something magical happens. Eugenol fights off disease-causing bacteria in the gut, while piperine ensures the gut absorbs key nutrients like vitamin A, E, and selenium, known immunity boosters. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Applied Poultry Research, chicks that received clove and black pepper extract showed improved antibody response to Newcastle vaccine, better weight gain, and lower mortality compared to control groups. Traditional medicine has known this for centuries. In many Kenyan households, clove and pepper are used for cold and flu. Now poultry science is catching up. On the farm, this combo acts like a natural starter shield. It primes the gut, detoxifies the system, improves digestion, and alerts the immune system that it's time to gear up. Let me give you a picture. Imagine your chick as a small boda rider in the city. Without a helmet, he's vulnerable to accidents. Clove is the helmet, protective. Black pepper is the high-visibility jacket, making sure he's seen and safe. Together, they reduce his risk of getting knocked down by every passing disease on the poultry highway. Now let's get into the practical steps. Here's how to make and use the clove and black pepper tonic for your chicks.
Hi there, my name's Peter and I've been raising chickens for over 10 years now. Layers, broilers, even some indigenous birds. Let me be honest, before I found this book, I was struggling. Feed prices were going up, antibiotics were becoming less effective, and my flock just wasn't performing like it used to. Then I came across The Organic Chicken Farmer's Guide by Dominic Ngafo and Mugweru Isaac. I decided to buy it, and I'll tell you something. It changed everything on my farm. This guide isn't theory, it's practical. It shows you how to use local, affordable things like garlic, neem, turmeric, aloe vera, even charcoal, to keep your birds healthy and productive. I started small. I tried the moringa and garlic in the water for a week. I noticed improved appetite, less coughing, and better energy. Now, I've built my own small black soldier fly setup for protein, and I'm using fermented feeds regularly. My birds are growing faster, my eggs are bigger. I'm saving money, and I haven't used antibiotics in months. The best part? The book is easy to understand. It speaks our language, not complicated science. And it's available in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Indonesian, so anyone can use it. If you're serious about poultry farming and want to move forward the smart way, scan the QR code you see on your screen or click the link in the description and the pinned comment. This book worked for me. I believe it can work for you too.
Ingredients: 10 grams of whole cloves, 5 grams of black pepper seeds, 1 liter of clean boiled water. Preparation: crush or grind the cloves and black pepper slightly, not into powder, just enough to release their oils. Boil the water and add the crushed ingredients. Let it simmer for 10 minutes with the lid on. Allow it to cool to room temperature. Strain using a clean cloth or sieve. This is your concentrated tonic. Dosage: mix 10 milliliter of the tonic in 1 liter of clean drinking water. Give this water to chicks for the first 5 days of life. Repeat again from day 12 to day 16, just before Gumboro vaccine stress. Optional. Continue once weekly until 4 weeks of age. Storage: keep the concentrate in a cool, dark place. Use within 3 days or refrigerate for up to 7 days. Now let's go back to that farm in Limuru I mentioned earlier. The farmer, Mr. Muraithi, was frustrated. He'd lost 43 chicks in 7 days. No sign of coccidiosis, no pasty vents, just sudden death and gasping. I asked him about ventilation, decent. Feed, a commercial starter from Tika. Heat, using a charcoal jiko with thermometer. The problem was immune crash. We made the clove pepper tonic together, started that evening. By day 3, mortality stopped. The remaining 157 chicks looked brighter, more alert. By week 4, he had 156 alive. Only 1 more died, and that was due to a heat surge, not disease. He called it his miracle water. But it wasn't magic, it was science and timing. Here's what most farmers get wrong: overdosing. They use too much clove, causing gut irritation. Poor water hygiene. Mixing the tonic in dirty drinkers defeats the purpose. Inconsistent use. Skipping days breaks the immune rhythm. No follow-up with vaccines. This tonic boosts, not replaces, vaccines. If you avoid these mistakes, you'll see real results. Let's now tackle the objections I often hear. But Dominic, aren't vaccines enough? Great question. Vaccines protect against specific diseases like Newcastle or Gumboro, but they don't build general immunity or fight gut bacteria like E. coli or Salmonella. The clove and pepper tonic is like a foundation. It gives the body strength to respond better when vaccines come in. But isn't this a traditional remedy? Yes and no. While the ingredients are traditional, their effect is scientifically backed. The 2020 FAO Bulletin on Ethno-Veterinary Practices noted that integrating safe, herbal additives can reduce antibiotic misuse in poultry without compromising flock health. What if my chicks are already sick? This tonic works best as a preventive, but if illness is early stage and not severe, it can support recovery. Still, always combine with proper diagnosis and treatment. I'm a vet. I believe in science and herbs working hand in hand. Let's wrap this up with 3 key takeaways. 1. Early immunity is the most important investment you'll make in your chicks. Don't wait until they're sick. 2. Clove and black pepper, when used correctly, are natural immune boosters. Not myths, backed by science, tested by farmers, and affordable. 3. Every small act, clean water, measured tonic, steady warmth, adds up to a healthy, profitable flock. So, my challenge to you is this. Start your next batch of chicks with this tonic. Track your mortalities daily. Watch how the numbers shift. And most of all, believe that you, the farmer, have more control than you think. If this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for weekly poultry tips, and share this with a farmer who needs it. Let's raise healthier flocks together, one natural remedy at a time. Dominic here, your poultry vet and farming friend. See you in the next video.